We call it your channel because it is meant for you, and whatever you are seeing on the channel is entirely by the demand of the people who watch the channel. So welcome to the channel, and we have live session today on making of portrait, and I am starting it. So if you are joining for the first time, we have live sessions on different art form where we cover different art aspects from sketching of portrait, sketching and shading and details are there, and we have sessions on other art forms like clay modeling, calligraphy, painting of portrait, coloring, then glass painting and digital art and lots more. So please subscribe the channel and join our join our community and be part of whatever we are doing. So let's start. You were seeing that I have already started, and maybe you are not able to see what I am showing, but this is entirely showing that whenever we use watercolors, we don't use dark shade. We use light pencil, and we do it. We keep it light so that the pencil marks are not visible. Now I am using normal watercolors, and first I will be doing the upper part of this. So what I will do, this is a simple tool. It is not a tool but actually a sponge which I will dip in water and make this area, because I want to cover this area fast, so I am making it wet fast. So this is joint made wet, and it helps in making the area wet fast. Now over this, when I will put any shade, the color will spread fast. So you see that. Now I don't want light, I don't want a very light shade, but in fact it is showing that this is a cloud area, and the colors will be not very clean, but there is darkness. Now when I have kept the area wet, the color is spreading and it will give a natural mixing. So this is something which you can also try, and the marks on the paper will become light. Now this paper is a watercolor sheet, therefore when I will be spreading the color, the paper will be able to bear the movement of the brush, and it will not be smudged. Or normally when you use watercolor on a normal paper, it gets smudged. So here the color has been done, but the paper is still retaining the shape. So that is the advantage. Otherwise you can use any paper, but watercolor sheet, when you have done enough practice, you can do it on a watercolor sheet. Now we start whenever we use watercolor, or in fact in any medium, we start from a light tone. So I have started from a light tone, and I am moving on to the lower part where most of the green and other shades will be used, and you will be seeing that I will use a round brush. And when we use watercolors, we don't apply too much of shade, we apply a light tone. Now here this is the green part of the painting. In between I will be showing you that what is the output coming. I will be showing you a close-up. So you are seeing I have just applied the tone, and now I have spread it with water. This is a area where there is some watershed, water, a thin stream of river is there, and there is some greenery on the side of the lake or a area where the water has collected, that I would say. And this area has dried, it will dry. So when you are using watercolors, you have to see that when the area is drying up, then you move to the area which is still wet, and from there you move to the area which is dry. The dry area will be useful because the color will not spread. Now I want to show the left side with, and it will be a fast landscape. So I have used green, and in green I have added a little bit of black. So these are some bushes which I want to create. So first layer is applied, and where you will see that some of the areas I have left in between, and this will show you that we can create the effect of a painting without giving much detail. Now here there is green, but there is blue mixed in it. So this is a first layer of a tree which I am creating, and in this also the detail in the tree as the leaves and all is not there. So you are seeing that the color which I am using is less, and there is more use of water. This is the upper portion of the tree, and in the lower part, and since the area is having depiction of a far away area, therefore the upper area, the upper part of the tree you will not show in detail. Now move the brush and see that how fast it is done. Here the color in the middle portion I have used light, and in between there is a shade of some dark, but the color is lighter than the outer areas. Now see, it is giving an effect of, there is, this area is, because I have not given detail, but the dark and the light tone will give effect of detail of a far away scene. There is some darkness here, and here I will put, and these are some bushes which are in the background. The color use is minimum, as you will observe. There is just movement of the brush. Now this area will have some dark uh, the river side bushes are there, and they will be made, but they will also not have too much of detail. This is far away, and in this tree which is there in between, I am putting some dark shade. So this portion of the tree and this area of the grass, here I want to make one more strip of green. So let's do one more strip. And just put some more strips here. Just green, and there is a little bit of blue which has to be applied. Here I want to create some effect of small bushes which are there, and without giving too much of detail, you will see that the effect will come out. Now see, and it is simple. There is light green which was applied, and in that a dark green tone I have applied, and the use of color is based on the color chart whose link you will see below the description. I will send a link also to those who are connected on the Zoom. Otherwise, if you are on the channel, you will get a link also below. And when we do some dots of dark and light, it will create an effect. And the light tone which is here, there is a bank of a river. Now this is showing that we can create a drawing or a painting without giving too much of detail, and the effect will also be same. So here there is, since this area is near my eyes, so here I have to give some detail, but here also the color and the detailing will not be same. It will be kept light, and it will not be having too much of color. The color use is again less. Now this area is important. I want to show reflection of this tree in this part of the water, and there is water in this area also, and there is some water here also. So what I am doing, see, since the water is still water, so the strips and the linings or the shading will be done horizontally. And we will move the line just like this, and use clean brush and spread from the outside. So with this, what happens? There is alternate shade of light and dark. Yes, the use of blue is there. I am not using the same green which you get in the color, but I am creating a blue. Blue and green which I use, it is created, and it is not from what you get in the boxes. Otherwise, you can use the same shade. But as I have said that there is a link given below in which I have shown how do you mix the colors and get the shade. So it is the color chart which will help you to create the desired shade which you are seeing here. The color chart will help you to match the area wherever you want to give a shade. Now this area is also having some, so but here the color will be slightly lighter. So just put some horizontal lines and just clean water. When you use clean water and spread this, the color will become light from the edge of the water. So you see this, the simple effect. The painting is not having too much of detail. So just this lining will be done. And this is already giving you a complete drawing on this side. You can see the tree is shown there. There is not too much of detail if you see in close up. So in watercolor there is a realistic thing also, and you can create a detailed drawing also, but that can be done with the help of the shade. Now this light, the water is there and there is more water in my brush. I will just spread it and it will, I will show you in close up. This area which is at the top here, I will put some green. And always not use a flat color. Keep varying the shade because you are not, the shading of the grass or any area can never be same. Yes, we will have a session of portrait also. Yes, I will have it. And this is just a thin line. Use light and dark shades. Now you are seeing that I am not moving the color, and the brush use is also less, the color use is also less, so we don't fill the whole thing. It will give a shade of clean area. Now there is, this area is having water. Now to show that it is actually water, here I will put some reflection of the upper area. So first I will put the color. and in this now I am washing the color. First I will put a layer and just spread the color. Now to show that this is water, there is now the drawing is, what do you think, it is complete or still left? I have to just put some dark tone in this green. Yes, it is almost done, and there is not too much of work. You are seeing that without taking too much of time. The color is also, yes, the detailings are not too much. And now what I am doing, just see, the dark area was done. In this now I am putting a washed brush and just spread the color. There is reflection, but the nearby reflection is lighter and the far away reflection will be dark. So this, if I want, I can add things also in this. So I'll show you the drawing according to the colors, and everything is almost done. Now to make it have some life, let's add one more thing. That is a boat I am adding here. And here now we will a small boat. Now what happens that you watch the video, first you see what is the procedure, and do what everyone does. They watch the video again and then they send the work for assessment. If you want any guidance, you can watch this video and send the work for any guidance on the email. There is an email link given below. You can send your work there. Now this is just a additional thing which I am adding. This is first layer. Now I will add and make a human being here. Now you are seeing that the use of color is different. We are not adding, but because the thing is far away, so I don't have to add too much of color. The color use is light. I have done first layer. It looks far away, it is very light. Now I will give some detail to it. Let's add one more person here, and there is not too much of detail to be done, just a outline of the body is sufficient because it is far away, and a reflection of the boat will give it more detail. So you just leave the nearby area of the boat and just fill it. The reflection will be kept light. This when you do, it gives it life. And now a little bit of black and the reflection of the person in the water will help in giving it more life. The man which is being shown here, this man will not be shown with too much of detail because this is a far away drawing. The color use as you are seeing is also very light. And just put a lining. This lining is just actually the shading which we have to do. And just see. Now use dark, and in rotation, or there is some gap which I have to leave. I will show the other side of the boat without too much of detail. Now add some more things here, a small pool here, and its reflection in the water. The reflection in the water is what matters in this drawing. Now at places there will be dark shade, at places there will be light shade. And the drawing is almost complete. Now you can see the water reflection which you are seeing. I can add something more in the lower part. In this lower part I can add, and in the upper part it is almost done. So this is a fast and a simple watercolor. And here I will add some details of some branches, not the whole thing, and they have to be kept less without giving too much of detail. So this is a fast watercolor, and you are seeing that it was done in almost 25 minutes have passed and the drawing is done. So we can do fast painting also. Now we will not add details in this, just a little bit of depth in some parts and the drawing is complete. The greenery in this near part should be till the end, and just a line. So this was a fast watercolor drawing. You can try also, and if you have liked the video and the session, please give a like to the video and share it so that it reaches to maximum people who want to learn. And please don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the notification bell for updates on any further session. So we have live sessions coming up. You can join and stay connected with our community. There is a link of Facebook and Instagram given below. Follow us on that and give your views on the work. Now this is the drawing completed. So we have come to the end of the session, and it's been nice being with you. So we'll meet in the next session. Till then, goodbye and take care. Yes, so you can also try and send it. The steps are simple. You will learn how to make a simple drawing fast. So goodbye. See you.